Hi Middle Stars, what's up? Sarah in here. So welcome to today's video. We're going to be doing this soft, glowy, pretty makeup look for those days when you don't want to do anything too intense but you still want to feel pretty. Maybe you got huge plans, maybe you haven't, maybe you just want to play with makeup and just feel nice. And that's fine. So hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'll get my words out eventually. So you know when I upload. Upload about 2 to 3 times a week and we're just all about makeup and being happy here. So if you enjoy this video, please let me know. Let's get on into it. Okay, so to start today's makeup look, I'm going to go in with the Blac Glow Drops Highlighting Primer for the face in the shade Rose Pearl. I absolutely love these. They create a really gorgeous shimmer. Kind of shimmer, kind of glow, but works really well. And where it's a slightly lighter coverage foundation, that glow will really shine through. And that's what I find. I'll show you the foundation in a minute. That plus this primer. It's a gorgeous combination. I'm going to go in with the foundation, which is the Maybelline New York Dream Radiant Liquid in the shade True Ivory, number 3, True Ivory. And next I'm going to go in with my JEFFREE Star Concealer. No surprises there. I don't know what I do with that as concealer. I'm in the shade C3 and it covers up all your life problems. I suffer from sort of darker veins under my eyes. It covers those up. It covers acne. I've got a spot here, so I'll just show you that now. It will just really covers it up. It brightens. It just does everything. It really is magic concealer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and just bring that up slightly. Just up there, just to try and, my hair's everywhere. Sort of make the eye appear slightly more elevated. If that's the right word, if an eye going to be elevated. Put some under. And then a smush. It's just 'cause with a doe foot applicator you really can just go smush and it's done. I'm just going to pop a little bit on my nose, a bit on my chin, just places where you really need extra coverage. For the next step we're going to go in with the Maybelline STROBELIGHT Liquid Highlighter. It's this drugstore and honestly it's really good. I just take a few dots and apply it straight to the cheek here. You really don't need much at all. I'm going to use this Spectrum A03 brush, sort of more slanted, but I just find just tapping it in with this, same effect as doing it with your fingertips, but I personally just prefer to use a brush with my makeup. I'm just going to keep that on the higher points of the cheeks, just to really enhance that glow. I'm going to go with primer. I'm going to go with powder. I'm using the RCMA No Colour Loose Powder. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour, oh, it's quite messy, but I'm going to pour a little bit in here, into the lid, and take my Brushworks Wonder Complexion Sponge. Mine's disgusting, but take the pointed tip, dab that in just there, tap it off so you got a little bit. We're kind of baking, but not really. That's a really helpful description. I'm going to go in and I'm just going to put that on the inner corner there, and we're going to drag it, we're going to place it up where we place the elevated concealer. Let's go in again and we're just going to go up. But you want to try and avoid putting it obviously where you just put that liquid highlighter. Don't want to cover that up, so I'm just going to go in and do the other side. Once you've done that, just go in with a medium fluffy brush, tap in there, the excess. It does kind of go everywhere, this powder, and set the rest of the face. Now we've done the face, what we're going to do is we're going to go and do the brows. As per usual, I don't really do much to my brows. I'm just going to take my Benefit Gimme Brow in the shade, if I can find it. Can I find it? 4.5, so it's a deeper brown, and I'm just going to really just make the brows light and fluffy. Okay, so once you've done the brows, we're going to move on to bronzer. Favourite part of this look, 'cause it really just helps create that glowy effect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Sun Kissed. It's become my favourite bronzer. So it's a staple in lots of people's makeup kits, and it's easy to see why. It's the perfect shade. I'm just going to take my bronzer brush, just a loose fluffy brush, this one here, swirl it around and just go on the cheeks. As you can see, that's really just added a bit of va-va-voom to the skin, which I need. So now, blusher, and I'm going to take this BH Cosmetics brush, this #1 brush, my favourite big fluffy brush, it's all stained into how much blusher I use, and this is the shade Flamingo. It's the Cougar by Paula Dunn blush. It's a loose blush. Swirl it a little bit onto the apples, but keep it up. I'm just going to go over that MILANI highlighter that we used. I love that because where it's a pale shimmer, it doesn't really have much colour to it. So when you then put a blush on over the top and a bronzer, it really just makes it all glow beautifully. Next is the best part of any makeup day. We're actually going to use 2 highlighters today. I'm using 2 because they are drugstore. They're £3. They're MUA Makeup Academy Shimmer Highlight Powder. This one is in the shade Iridescent Gold, and this one is Pearlescent Sheen, and oh my goodness, they are the most intense highlighters. I got way too many highlighters in my collection. These are my absolute favourites. We're going to take both because this is intense, more of a violet kind of highlighter, but it works. You'll see what I mean in a minute, don't worry. And then this is more of gold, so what we're going to do is we're going to put this one on to get the real intense glow, and this just to make it more gold, shimmery, a little bit more wearable for every day, and the combination of the two just looks stunning. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in with Pearlescent Sheen first of all, and use your highlighter brush. God, look at the state of mine. I've literally used it to death. You can see it's going. And what we're going to do, swirl the brush around in there and wait for the magic to happen. I'm just going to focus that, the apples of the cheeks here, not apples of the cheeks, the central part, upper part, this bit of the face. As you can see, it is more of a violet glow, but it works every day. I'm going to go in with a 3rd highlighter, but you know what, that's what we do on this channel. We go in with 3 highlighters because it's good. Okay. Oh, I have highlighter bits in my boob. Okay, make sure you don't do what I do and break yours. You can see how shimmery that is, just reflecting in the light, and we're just going to lightly go over the top. Just to add a little something. I'm not going to add as much. We're just going to go over. Obviously you don't need, this isn't a step you need to do, you don't need to go over with a 2nd highlighter. I just find it works really well with this look, where you want real glow. Okay, so once you're looking all glowy and fresh and feeling fab, what we're going to do is we're going to go in with the iconic London Prep Set Glow Spray in the original shade, this one here. I'm just going to set all that powder down, absorb any excess powders, so we really just end up with that gorgeous glow. I think I missed half my face, but that's fine. I'll go in with more in a minute. That's really just enhanced that glow. I discovered this, wanted to try it for years, tried it, I've got both shades. I'm obsessed. It is definitely, it's a little bit more expensive, it is a more pricey item, but if you're in and ahhing, do I get it, do I not, go for it. Honestly, I find it's just, it's iconic, it's amazing. It really just helps my makeup. My makeup does not move, it glows, but not too much, and it's just stunning. Definitely recommend it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in with the eyes next. I'm going to take, this is slightly more a high-end item, but it's one of those staple palettes that I feel like if you want to splurge, then definitely make the jump and splurge. But we're going to just use shades that you can be found in loads of everyday drugstore neutral palettes. So this is the Tartelette Amazonian Clay matte palette, and we're just going to be taking some of the browns in here. It's just staples. What we're going to do first, before we go in with that, we're going to go back in with our butter bronzer. Take that. I'm going to take just a larger fluffy brush. I'm going to go in my BH Cosmetics #8 brush, swirl the brush around in there slightly, and we're just going to go in the crease loosely, just blend that out. Nothing too harsh, just really soft. as you can see. There we go. Just add a little bit of dimension to the eyes, and also we've used this on the face. By bringing it into the eyes, I really find it just really just brings the look together. So we don't want anything too harsh, we just want that all in the inner corner there, nice and blended. We are going to come back to this, I don't put this on just yet, but for now what we're going to do is we're going to take, let's take this brush here, so it's number 9 brush, slightly smaller, it is stained, it is clean, slightly smaller blending brush, just to really get that colour on, and we're going to go in with the shade Dreamer here, this slightly darker brown but slightly cooler tone, and what we're going to do, tap off the excess and just apply that to the crease and just blend that out. What we're going to do as well, we're going to blend that out in the crease, but we are going to slightly apply that to the lid just to bring that shade down a bit. Don't worry if it's not perfect, it doesn't have to completely cover it, we just want a base colour there because we are going to pop some shimmer on, so I'm just going to take that again, do the same on the other eye. So what we've done, as you can see, we've got that slightly darker shade, we have kind of blended out a little bit of that bronzer, you can see it just on the edges. What we're going to do is we're going to go back in, because we really want it to be soft, with that bigger blending brush we started off with, and we're going to go back in with our butter bronzer and just blend it all in together. So it's not too harsh, not too dark, just something really quick and simple. This is a really quick eye look, just for the everyday, for when you just want to feel nice but don't want to spend hours on your makeup. There we go. Let's blend that out so it's all soft. Perfect. So that's it for eyeshadow. What we're going to do is we're going to go in with a Beauty Bay eyeshadow glitter, a liquid glitter. So these are the Living My Best Light Beauty Bay liquid crystal eyeshadows. I have 2 of these. I also have the shade Precious Topaz, but today we're going to use Opal. Well, it just adds a little bit of a pop without being too intense, and it is beautiful. So what we're going to do is a beautiful little doe foot there, and we're just going to place it on the centre of the eye. I'm focusing on just bringing that up, focusing on the darker, cooler tone brown, and just pop that all over the lid. We'll blend out in a moment. Go in, do the same on the other eye. These are really good products and they're really inexpensive as well. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take that and I'm going to go in with the brush we use for the bronzer in our crease and just really blend that out, because we really just want a light shimmer, nothing too intense. Blend that into the crease. And that's just added iridescent, very glamorous, very iridescent sparkle, which I love. We want to keep the eyes really simple, because, so what we're going to do is we're not going to apply eyeliner today, we're just going to leave it as that, because obviously we want it something simple, something quick, and we're just going to go in with this mascara. For me, mascara along with highlighter is like my favourite step of makeup, because once I put my mascara on, whether I'm doing a full glam or barely there makeup, it just makes it pop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a really black mascara today. I think it has got some fibres in it, so really good for using on the lashes, create a nice gorgeous bold lash. It's the Mannakada Bloom Mascara, Step 3 Perfect in Jet Black. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in, as you can see the brush is, it's not my favourite brush, but there are some fibres on there. It can be a little bit fiddly to use for some reason if you use it. I never had this with any other mascaras. You end up with the mascara on your eyelid, but just be careful and you'll be fine. So I'm just going to pop this on, a nice coat of this all the way, all over my lashes. Just taking my time to ensure it's a nice coat. You can see the before and after. It is just absolutely gorgeous. There's a real difference there. So definitely a good one to try. Now we're going to go in with the MAC lipstick in the shade Fashion Legacy. It's my absolute favourite shade to wear. Bright red. So what we're going to do is wipe makeup off our lips and our piercings. Any else piercings have the same problem? Let me know. So So what we're going to do is we're going to take this red lip liner. This is a NYX one, NYX Professional Makeup Lip Pencil in the shade Hot Red. I'm going to go in with this and just line the lips. With this I really find you do need a lip liner because it can kind of, it's so pigmented. You don't want it sort of to bleed a little bit, so you do want a lip liner. And then we're going to go in with the red. Now you can use a lip brush if you want. I personally, I'm not really a fan, I don't really use lip brushes that much, but you want to wipe off some of the excess product off the doe foot because it's quite a big doe foot. And go in. And what I find is an absolute must have with this lip is using a lip topper, just clear, just so it stays in place all day. Obviously again, this is entirely personal preference, you don't have to do that, but I will pop one on. But what we're going to do, final step, now mascara has dried, just going to pop a little bit more setting spray on, just a couple of spritzes to really help the eyeshadow stay and pop and absorb any excess powders. And that's it. We are done with today's look. I really hope you like it. If you recreate it, let me see in the pictures down below. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit that bell button. I upload about 2 to 3 times a week, and it's all just about being happy and enjoying makeup here. So take care, and I'll see you in next week's video, my little stars. Bye.